Go for
Okay.
it.
Welcome to the VIP Lounge. We are your hosts, Dennis.
Elijah.
And Eli.
Hell yeah. All right. We're going to get right into it.
Let's go. What do you got for us today?
What advice do you have for young people, Elijah?
No, I
Tell
mean
us
the
right
thing
now.
you brought to the podcast. I want to know. I've been dying.
This?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, what do you have for us?
What do you have? What is
So I ordered this because
Clearly.
I've been seeing.
this? Did you already open it?
I opened just the corner, but I didn't take it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So I
nice.
didn't even look at it. I have no
You're
idea
crazy.
how it looks. I don't
Okay,
even know if it
let's open
works.
Do you want me to open it?
No. You really want to open it?
I want to see what's in there.
You
That's
open it.
All right, I'll open it. Since you already know. All right, Dennis, what is this?
I don't
Then,
know.
This
Kitty,
better not
could
be,
you bring us some water, please?
Oh, God.
Wait, do I actually need water for this?
Yeah, we actually need water.
Oh, we should have
Just-
These are pills. If they're pills, I'm not taking them. They're
Right.
pills, aren't
They're
they?
pills, aren't they?
They're some sort of... Yep, they're pills.
They're
They
not
are.
pills.
Ice cold focus. Smell. I was right on.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're right.
Smelling salts.
I was right on the money.
So don't open it yet.
Before the
see
podcast, he was trying to have us guess what it is, and I said, "Oh, dude, it's got to be like one of those smelling salts or something." And then he was like, "Okay, that's one guess," but you knew
And that was the
dude,
only guess.
And
Well,
you were
pills.
like,
You're like, good guess. Yeah. Any more guesses?
were you like, what the hell? How does he know?
No, I thought you would guess it because it's kind of like not too difficult.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've got those videos on your reels too.
I've seen actually yesterday. I
Yeah,
saw one.
yesterday?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I saw a couple days ago. Right away, ordered it. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is for the
Elijah, you
podcast.
can't do
hilarious.
this. It says, do not use if nursing.
Dude, I am
Wait,
lactating
so,
every day.
So why do we need water?
So it says you have to put water
You
in
have
it.
to put a splash of water in there, shake it up, and
Oh,
then
in
you
here.
smell-
Yeah.
Oh, so just a splash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or let Kitty bring some water.
Kiro, can you,
Could you bring some
can you
water,
bring us a cup of water?
please? Here. Let me.
What?
Here.
Okay,
Let me.
careful.
I saw the air come out.
Do you already smell it?
Oh my gosh! I just opened it.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be already smelling it.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
feel
bring some
ice
water.
cold focus?
No, I don't feel ice cold focus, but I smelt it. It like went up my throat.
I kind of got a whiff of it right now.
And
We'll,
do you feel focused?
we'll need to all do it.
Let's do this.
Yo.
You
I
guys
know-
do it. I don't do it, and we see if you're more focused than
No,
me,
no,
and we do
it's-
comparison.
No.
You have
do
to.
it.
Don't.
Does it hurt?
This is my first time. Can you go slow?
I've never.
It wakes you up, and you'll be focused for the podcast.
We'll throw up.
Dude, I can still like taste it on the back of my throat. Okay. All right. So you
Okay.
added some water.
I added some water. We're not sponsoring this company, but that's
Don't show it.
what I got.
Don't show the
we-
company. Get sued.
I got it specifically because it's named Bar Down. Okay. So
Yeah, don't go there.
Oh yeah, right. Because we're always down to hang
Hella-
out and
hella
climb.
camera and slowly bring it to your nose and then smell. You got to do it. Don't.
What
be
if
scared.
I don't smell? I'll just pretend. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, this smells good.
So just do it
You're
for
like-
the podcast. Do it for the audience.
Oh my
People love
god.
it.
Do it for the cast.
All right, let's go.
Do
You
it
go
for the-
first. We're recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording.
No way,
Are you
Uh,
okay?
Yeah, it's good.
bro.
Woo.
Oh,
What
God,
does
I
it
can
smell like?
Smell that from here. I'm not gonna smell that, bro. Holy shit! You know what that smells like from here? What does that smell? It's like chlorine in a pool. I don't know.
Dude, your
Ooh.
eyes are so red.
Your eyes are like,
It's good. I woke up like I literally feel
Feel alive.
like I'm
bro.
awake.
No way. I'm too scared to do.
Okay, I'll do it, but I'll do it like far away.
Yeah.
You guys can't do it. You guys
No,
have to.
I'll do it
actually-
like this close. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it like
Yeah.
crazy.
It's not going to give you the effect that you want.
I want no effect,
There's no purpose to do
bro,
it then.
that shit stinks.
dude. If I
Okay,
needed
just
to
do it,
smell
just
something
do it.
that stinks, I'd
Just
just
do it.
take my
Just do
pants
it.
off.
No, I'm not
Here.
going to give it to you guys unless you do it the
No,
right
we're
way.
gonna do it.
There,
Please give us the
everybody-
drugs. This is like anti peer pressure.
Everybody.
No, you're not gonna do this unless you do it good.
Everybody will think you guys are a bunch of wussies, and they won't even like you. They won't even want you to try this unless you do it the right way.
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay, Ilya goes
The
first.
reaction.
No, you go first.
The reaction.
give it to
is
me.
Real.
Give it to him. He's gonna do it.
You promise you're going to do exactly what I did?
No, not that close, but I'll do it as
Ilya,
close as I can.
Are you going to do it?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, he's
Okay.
gonna go first though.
Why?
I want to make sure that I'm safe.
Nobody's
Let's
going
give
to
it-
like you, Dennis.
Let's
unless
give it
you
like
do
5 seconds. See if he's gonna die or not.
I am.
Bro, that's like minty.
Really? Because from here, when you did it,
Sheesh, yo.
it smelled like ass.
Okay, do it close.
Yeah, no, that's like, it's like cold.
It's ammonia.
That is, yes.
Yes,
Oh, that's
That
what
is what it is,
What if
yeah.
we
and
die?
it's good for you.
Really?
Clears your head.
God, I'm scared.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Because I know ammonia kills all my fish in my fish tank. Like if ammonia goes up even a little bit in the fish tank, all the fish die.
It's okay to do it like
I
this.
I feel like I'm having a physical reaction already from this.
He has a boner.
Do it.
Oh,
Just do it. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah. Well,
oh. Holy shit!
Do you feel good?
Oh,
kind of want to smell it again.
oh Lord!
You get addicted. Your whole life falls apart because of smelling
So
salts.
it like went up only one nostril.
Yeah, same.
Oh, and it like burns. Oh, mama.
Damn. If you just tuned into the podcast right here, we're all just moaning and crying. This is where we start the podcast. Just, oh yeah, baby, shit.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
Give me another hit, bro. I
Dude,
feel like
actually
No
get close.
way.
Get close.
No, fuck that. Nah.
dude, we're all really high, Diana.
Do you want to
Again.
try?
All right, I feel alive. All right, my wife is gonna try it.
Slowly.
Is she in any of
to
the
your
frames?
nose. Slowly. Breathe in.
Like really hard.
Not
Yeah, really hard.
Like
Just
not
the
really.
breath.
hard,
Yes.
Just,
Oh yeah.
do you feel alive?
Yeah.
Okay, now leave.
That smells like when we get our nails done. That smell.
It's ammonia.
It's yeah.
ammonia.
Is
Latex.
ammonia present in pools? Right.
Slightly.
Yeah,
possible,
yeah,
right?
no, yeah.
Okay, so that's what
They're
I'm
always
smelling.
trying to kill it though.
That's what I'm smelling. Like a pool. That's why I said pool earlier.
Yeah, your
It
pee
kinda
is
has
ammonia,
that.
right?
Yeah. No, what you said was not stupid.
Yeah.
We get. What
Your
you're
pee
saying.
is ammonia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time we smell pee, that'll
Actually,
wake us up for
when
sure.
chlorine and ammonia mix together, you get that pool smell.
Pool smell.
Yeah.
Chlorine
Without
and
the
ammonia,
pee,
okay.
you'll never smell the pool.
Yeah, I love that pool smell. I purposely will pee into my pool
Oh my god.
to
No,
get that smell.
You can look this up. Mark
I
Rober
believe
did a
you.
test on
Yeah.
YouTube. Poured chlorine into a bucket full of water. Next day, did not smell anything.
Nothing.
But with the bucket with the pee in it and
Mm.
chlorine, it smelled like the pool
Mm.
smell.
So my pool never smells.
That's
At my-
nice.
at
That
my
means
house.
nobody pees in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Except last
come
night.
to your house and pee in it.
No.
Anyways,
Oh, what the sigma?
go for it. What do you-
Okay.
What did you want to ask?
Thank you.
me?
Questions for the
Thank
day.
you for trying this out.
Yeah. So
Dude,
like,
we should always do something weird like every time. Like
That's awesome.
Next time, heroin.
I'll try to bring. I'll try to bring something else next time.
All right.
That'll be cool.
Sounds good.
I like it.
Okay.
Could do, like puke flavored.
Oh, we could do the
Skittles.
jelly bean thing.
jelly beans. That's what I meant.
That'd be
Oh,
fun.
We
Puke
should like.
flavor.
I'm going to withhold what I want to say. Okay.
Don't hold, bro. I'll cut it out.
What if we all clean our ears out?
We compare the jelly bean one that tastes like earwax
Earwax?
to actual earwax.
and see if it's any different.
Genius.
You two can do that. And then actually, I'll be the judge, and both of you just eat it and try to show no reaction.
You know
and
how
to
like
fool
you
me.
know how like every friend group has that one friend who's like very like germaphobe, clean guy. Like you know a new girl, they're Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Schmidt, and we just like we do stuff to Schmidt the whole time.
You're Schmidt.
Yeah. I don't eat like chicken or
Without the M
wings
though.
with my hands. I always need a fork. I don't eat things with my hands.
Uzbekistan, you always eat with their
Yeah,
hands.
with the left hand because you wipe with the right.
No, that's India.
It's everywhere.
No, I just don't like greasy crap on my hands.
Don't they have like a table specifically for plov? You sit on the ground on your knees
I guess I don't know.
and you eat with your hands.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's like the best way to eat plov.
It is the best
most
way.
authentic way.
Well,
You're
good.
not real Uzbek.
I'm not Uzbek.
Get out. Bro, you know what would be a good idea? Actually, I said New Girl. We all decide which character we are. We rewatch New Girl on our own, and we study that character, and then we bring that to the podcast, and we just like act like that, like those characters. Like he'd
Yeah,
be
but
Schmidt.
what about being
and
ourselves?
you'd be like Winston,
I never watched New Girl.
Cece, you're the love of my life.
you never seen New Girl, dude? Okay, reaction video right here. We'll watch
Ooh.
New Girl with you for
There's
reactions.
only going to be like 1,000.
Yeah, but
viewers.
like it's like
Yeah,
such a-
right, dude. New Girl is huge.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think
love
people
it.
will want To see
Oh, yeah,
a
everybody knows
person
New
never watched New Girl would want to see.
I mean,
me
maybe
react
a
to it.
couple scenes. Well, actually, it wouldn't make sense later down in the seasons. You kind of have to know the characters.
At least the first episode.
I'm watching Barry right now.
Barry, what's that?
It's dark humor
Oh,
Oh, I know Barry. Yeah.
on
I'm
Hulu.
not watching anything
Yeah.
right now.
Dude, here's an idea. You know how like what if for the reaction thing, we have a whole different
Channel.
whole different channel,
Yes.
whole different name,
Yeah.
and we call it like first episodes, and we watch the first episode of all different types of shows.
No, nobody will like that.
I think that's too
Dude.
long. That's really long.
No, you have
Why?
to.
We
you
are
have
gonna be
to
watching
go-
whole episodes.
I mean,
We are.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch a whole episode of that's like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Dude, again, like
Then
I
you cut
told
it.
Dennis, guys,
Oh, I guess you
would
can cut it down. Yeah, to
literally make minimum 10 grand a month.
Minimum, bro.
On what?
Minimum.
Split it 3 ways.
on what?
On Patreon.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
People
Oh,
love,
I heard you. I heard you. Yeah.
People love
Yeah.
watching other people react. There's people who have 0 subscribers. A group of 4 guys.
Yeah,
2
we
of
gotta
them,
market. You gotta market. Anyway, let's get to the podcast. I know what you're talking about.
no
Let's just-
marketing. No
let's,
marketing. They never marketed anything.
Let's get to the podcast because
Just not the bot.
we're just talking
it's
about
not the
other shit
podcast.
right now.
Okay.
Okay,
First
cool.
question, most
Sorry, guys.
important question, actually. We're just
So
going to get right down
distracting.
to it.
This is these are not supposed to be like we go down the list. These were just supposed to be like we drop them in during the conversation.
No, yeah.
Why are you gay?
Why are you acting like
Okay,
you're
I
not
have a
gay?
question.
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
go.
up?
This is we're gonna have to think about this. All right. Does money buy happiness? Happy penis.
A happiness is hard to find in a man.
Does happiness
Buy money.
buy money?
Does money buy happiness?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I disagree with you.
I think money is a
Because-
big factor of it. You can add it to like family with money. That's happiness because family will be like 80% of it. But if you have family and no money, it's hard to be
Yeah.
happy.
You're depressed and you're sad.
Yeah. You can apply that to anything in life. I can be happy with both legs, or I can be a handicap in a wheelchair, and I'm now not ever happy. You
That's
have to
smart.
have the legs.
We're not talking about legs.
You
We're
have
talking
to
about
have the money. You
We're talking
have
about
to.
money.
But if you have all the money in the world, that's not going to make you happy.
That is, I think, false. Because you can buy anything that will make you happy. So, like, what makes you happy, right? Being outdoors, for example, right? Makes you happy, right? Good thing to be happy about.
Yes.
Now, if you don't have money to go outdoors, to go travel, to get a car, to go outdoors, you don't have, let's say you want to see the, whatever, mountains, Rocky Mountains. You can't get there because you got no money. Therefore,
Yeah.
you are sad.
You
You're right.
have to understand, first off, the concept of human depravity. Do you understand
Human what?
depravity?
What
How
is that?
depraved we are.
Okay.
Of
Of what?
How full of, basically full of sin we are. Do you think money will make you happy?
Bro, where are you going with this?
It's not going to make you happy.
I think you're mixing happiness with fulfillment. Fulfillment, I think money cannot buy fulfillment.
So
But happiness, things that make you
so
happy.
For instance, there's a homeless guy. He can
Okay.
be the happiest in the world, and he does
Sure.
not have any money.
Sure, that's fine.
that's true.
Because he's content.
He's content.
Sure.
So that's where, are you content where you are at
Right.
in life,
But now,
with
give-
or without money?
but now give that homeless guy $50,000, right? Is he going to be happy?
Probably ruin his life with drugs.
But he's going to be happy, right?
It's a false happiness.
Well, it doesn't matter, but it's a happiness.
It actually does matter.
You're going too deep. Don't think about it. It's deep. The question is simple. Does money buy happiness?
No. It doesn't.
I kind of agree with you. I think money is a tool for happiness,
Yeah,
but it
it's
does
a-
not.
but
It's not
they're
going to. It can definitely like.
Well, literally,
to
obviously, you
happiness.
literally cannot buy happiness.
It's
but-
either you live your life,
You can have a happy life if you have money.
Not true.
because there can be a billionaire right now flying in his private jet with billions of dollars,
And he's not happy.
and he's not happy. He's
That's-
going to be jealous of a young man because he's in his old age already.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
I
not
get
happy.
that.
That's it.
exactly where it's like instead of selling your time for money, your money should be providing you time, and I think time makes you happiness
Yeah, as
or
long as
brings
you,
you happiness.
as long as you don't
Right,
put,
but the root of that is money, right?
Right.
That money allowed you to have that time, and that time is making you happy. Therefore, money is buying
Right.
you.
But see,
happiness.
people are usually getting the money through sacrificing their own time. So like for
Right, they're
example,
trading
like
time for money.
yeah, but even when you get into billionaires, you look into like, dude, you ever seen the day of what's that guy's name? Oh God, Steve Harvey? No, Steve, the guy who does Family Feud, black guy, big mustache.
Yeah, yeah.
What is his name?
I think it's Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is this yours?
You ever heard his day? It is insane. He wakes up at 5 a.m. every single day, works out, hits a meeting, he records like 3 episodes in that day. And he's like, he goes from 5 till 10 every day. And he's like, he's a billionaire, but his day is insanely busy. His time, regardless of like when you start getting into millions and billions, you can't not have your time be suffocated for money. Like when you get into big money, your life is about the money. Like even you look at
I
Elon
guess.
Musk or anyone, like when you start getting into bigger money, I think there's a sweet spot. If you can get into money where it's like not crazy big, but it gives you enough to give you some time in your life and, you know, not be 12 hours a day at work. Like I think that's the goal.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from saying, oh, money buys you happiness. But once you do get that money and you're always thinking money is going to get me happy, I'm going to be stress-free, I'm going to have so much more less problems.
Well, you are going to be stress free if you have a lot of money.
No.
As far as
Is that
no,
true?
That's
I'm
what-
talking about as far as like stressing from. Obviously, you're gonna have other
You're-
stresses,
you're-
other
so-
problems.
You're going to have these problems with no money. Now you have money, but now you
It's
have
different problems. That's fine.
different problems.
But like, I would rather worry about, I don't know, like, I can't even think of a problem when you have, you know, unlimited money. But like, rather than like, oh shit, how do I pay my bills? Right? That stress sucks ass. Versus a stress like, oh, can I make it to this meeting on time? Right? That's a different kind of stress.
But when you have money, it's going to be even more intense. It's not going to be how can I pay my bills? It's how can I make my investors happy or my board of directors happy? How do I make it so my board of directors doesn't kick me off
but
my
I'd
own
rather
business?
do that than be like, shit, I can't pay my bills or
So
I can't pay for my
you will
kids' school or whatever.
you will, if you're going to view it a certain way, you're always going to be a slave to money, no matter how much money you have or don't have. But if you're happy in the position where you are at and you're content and thankful, money or no money, then you have happiness. So when you ask, will money give you happiness? No. You're going to give me $1 million, but if I don't know how to be content with what I have right now,
Well, sure, but
Yeah.
that's just diving into your character and just like a deeper level of stuff. That's
Exactly.
fine.
so that's why that question is invalid.
Yeah, that question
question-
is a
I guess it's
question
too vague.
unanswerable.
It's for people with a very shallow mindset.
It's a very vague
Yeah.
question because you could really go.
Because then
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
go a whole different level as like, where does happiness even come from? Like someone who's even like had kids or hasn't had kids, or someone who has a house or doesn't have a
Like
house. Someone
personal
who's,
experiences.
yeah,
right?
like different things. Like some people are like, dude, there's millionaires out there. Like I didn't have kids until I was like a millionaire. I thought I was happy once I had the kids. I'm like, I would have traded all this money to have kids way earlier. Like I wish I had kids earlier and all that. Like they'll say stuff like that. So it's like different happiness come, or like dudes who are single and like they think they want money and then they get married. They're like, bro, all I needed was a wife, you know, and I just wanted love in my life. That's it. You know, I didn't need money. I just need happiness from my wife.
I guess.
So like I think it's different.
In the end, which is really crazy if you think about it, all of it is vain. All of it. If you read Ecclesiastes, richest guy on earth is not happy. Has
Yeah.
all the women in the world, is not happy. He just gets into every single thing you can possibly imagine.
Jesus.
And
That's
he's
what you
not
need.
happy.
Yeah.
He basically, to answer your question, you can just read that.
Yeah. I think even like living a life of gratefulness is going to be way more joyful than living a life of, you know, chasing
Definitely.
money.
But I totally understand where you're coming from saying
Yeah,
money
there's-
does buy you happiness,
There's
because
multiple sides to it.
it's basically it's a false hope
Mhm.
when you think, oh, once I get that $50,000, I'm out of debt. I'm
Mhm.
gonna, and yes, you do feel a burden lift off your shoulders once you have no debt and you're living, you know, with your cash,
Right.
whatever. you're building your wealth. It's a lot more easier in many ways, but you will still be unhappy if you are an unhappy person to begin with. That's
Cool.
about it.
Yeah. With that being said, what advice would you have for younger people then
In what sense?
about like setting up their life, like knowing what you know now? What would you have done differently if you were younger? Like if you could go back in time and there was like little Elijah who just got married, you'd be like, don't do this.
Don't waste your time on social media.
Bro. I
And
hear
like anybody watching this reel right now,
Get
that.
off.
Turn off
Turn it off.
the podcast.
Go work. Go make money.
Dude, I hate those videos. You're scrolling on TikTok and it's like you're scrolling, you're just chilling.
Yeah.
It's like some like funny video. It's like, you are wasting your time.
Yeah.
Turn off this video right now. Your life is a waste. And I'm like, next video.
Be like just
Ignore.
one more. One more.
that's the one of the biggest because like I remember back a couple years ago, even during my not teenager years, I'm like sitting scrolling through hours and hours of
That's insane. I've
social
never done
media reels, watching YouTube videos or whatnot, and like, okay, I remember that, so what? It doesn't matter. I wasted all that time.
that.
Yeah. I think
completely.
not just social media. I think just the phone. You
The
said like
phone.
you've never done that, but like there's other everyone has their own vices. Other people have like
absolutely, yeah.
games
Definitely.
on their phones, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Absolutely.
like go outside, touch the grass, breathe some
Yeah.
air.
literally.
Touch yourself.
It sounds so cliche. It sounds cliche, but it's true.
It's
Yeah.
because that's what I think about is like you are just basically filling your head with so much junk when you
Yeah.
can just invest your time into something useful of
Dude,
value.
Get a hobby.
You know what you guys can do? I do this to my wife sometimes. She'd be like scrolling through TikTok or whatever, and I'm like, 3 videos ago, what was the video about? And she's like, I don't know,
Oh yeah,
because you don't remember. You instantly forget.
goldfish.
And I'm like, what about the last video? What was the last video about? And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. So it's like, is literally. I'm like, okay, then why the heck are you watching these videos?
that's why I only try to watch videos that matter, like
Educational.
Down syndrome videos.
Yeah, for
like
sure. Down syndrome video.
Those are the only ones that stick with me. And when I see like my brother-in-law, I'm like, yo, did you see that video I sent you? He's like, the one with the downy? Yeah, that was awesome. And we just love it. Like those are videos you can remember years down the road. I still remember
Yeah.
many
Yeah,
of
yeah.
those.
Oh, the one with the dude who gets in the pool with the beers.
Woo! I love
I
that
don't
one.
not see that one.
Oh, it's so
Oh, I love
good. He breaks the glass and everyone's like, oh, come on. And they're like,
Oh,
picking up
like
all
in the
glass.
pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's just so excited.
They're like, don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. He's like, woo! Just
doesn't
breaks
care.
2 beers.
I love that guy. I like the guy with the
That's funny.
chippies. You know the chippies?
Mm-mm.
So this Downey, he got really famous. His cousin or his brother, I don't know who, sitting next to him. He's like, yo, what do you prefer, ass or titties? He's like, fish and chips. He's like, no, I'm asking you, you like the ass or titties? He's like, chippies. He doesn't care about the ass and titties. And then he was a famous Downey. He got invited onto this Downey show. These 2 Downeys they have this cooking show. I love their cooking show. Theo
Mhm.
Vaughn was on their cooking show.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know them. Yeah, they're awesome.
I've seen
And
that.
so they invited
Yeah.
this other Down syndrome who got famous, and they're making burgers together. And they bring the bag of chips. He's so excited. He's like, chippies, guys. Chippies. Yeah. Anyways, those are my favorite Downeys.
It's funny.
Your favorite Downies?
Yeah.
That's
they're-
awesome. I love that.
They're good people.
I like brownies too.
There's nothing wrong with saying Downies, I think.
No, they are people, and
Yeah.
I feel like
You're not making fun of them. They're hilarious people.
They're one of the happiest people.
Yeah.
And they're
And I
not
guess,
violent.
Do they need money to be happy?
We have 2 Downies on this show.
Yeah.
Which 2 we will not say.
Oh.
Okay.
It is.
Have you guys gotten scammed before?
No.
Liar. I know when you've been scammed. I know that for sure.
What are you talking
I've
about?
scammed
Have I
you.
been scammed? Have I been scammed? I've been almost scammed. Oh wait, no, I have been scammed a long time ago. When I was I just got married, I bought a a motorcycle. Bought a motorcycle, and It was like an old
Oh,
Rebel
yeah,
or
this
something. I
story.
don't remember. And then so it just like kept breaking down on me, whatever. I was like fixing it, whatever. And then what was it? Somehow I think I posted it up for sale. What happened was basically he's like, I'll fix it up and I'll bring it back to you. Here's my ID. Here's my, like, take a picture of my ID. Take, like, you know where I live. You know who I am, everything. You have my phone number, everything. I'm going to fix it up for you. And then I'm going to bring it back. And you'll just pay me like $200 for repairs. And then that way you can sell like a normal motorcycle. That's what it was. Like, you don't have to sell like a broken motorcycle. You sell, I'm like, all right, cool. No worries. That sounds fine. So I got a picture of his ID. Like, I saw where he lived. Everything has his phone number. He takes the bike. And like a week goes by. He's like, yeah, I'm working on it. I'm almost done. I think I figured out the issue. Like, I should have it fixed pretty quick. I'm like, cool, whatever. So then he stops replying to me completely. Like, another week goes by. I'm like, what the hell? So I go to his house, start knocking on his door. Nobody answers. I go to his house again. I can't find the bike, nothing. And at that point I was like, I don't even know where I'm going to go from this. And I just never
Did you give
found
him
out.
the title too?
No.
Oh.
He didn't have
I
the
wonder-
title. He just took the bike. Like, he didn't give a crap.
I wonder if he just parted it out.
He
or
probably just
something.
parted it out. Yeah. Sold it for parts.
What?
Yeah.
So he took it for free?
Yeah, he just took it for free. I never got paid for it. He never paid me anything. So
okay.
basically the deal was he was going to take it. I have all his information. He was going to fix it and then bring it back, and I would have paid him like $200. Like a mechanic. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm a mechanic. I can
Yeah.
fix this for you. He's like, once you get it fixed, you can sell it for way more, you know?
Yep.
Like, both, it's a win-win. I get a little money and you can sell the bike for more. I'm like, all right, cool. Sounds like a plan to me, you know? And then, yeah, he just disappeared with my bike. It's the only time I like got scammed.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm just messing.
It's true. I agree.
I mean, it kind of, yeah. I mean, you should probably not trust people off of Facebook Marketplace to be a mechanic, unless like unless
I
they
mean,
have a
you get
shop.
someone's address, you assume they'll be like
Right,
easy.
but probably
I
stolen.
reported him to the cops and everything, but like they never
Could
got
be
back
stolen
to me.
ID too, right?
I mean, it has a picture.
Oh, it was
Looked
his picture.
just like him. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I pretty much have the picture still on my phone somewhere.
Let's shout him out.
I got
Totally.
scammed 3 different times in my life.
Oh, you know.
You're being scammed right now. We're like, yeah, you're gonna make money off this podcast.
We're just using you.
For
We're
what?
already making money off this podcast. We're just not even telling you.
Like years go by, I'm just like, yeah, nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching.
You're our
You
down-
get recognized. You get recognized in public. They're like, "Aren't you Elijah? That one podcast VIP lounge." You're like, "What? What do you mean? Nobody's
You're
watching."
that one idiot who's not getting paid.
Yeah.
Me and him are meeting up secretly, talking about you. Like, this is how we're not paying our friend Elijah. This is how we doubled our podcast income.
You're our downy guest every podcast.
I'm the diverse hire.
How'd you get scammed?
Go on.
Well, I got scammed with that car from the Mexican from Tampa.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, like the car was completely totaled.
Mm-hmm.
His address was fake. Everything was fake.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was terrible. Police can't do anything. DMV can't do anything. It's
Nope.
just a lost cause. So bought the car for $7,500, and the car was supposedly had 140,000 mileage on it, but it actually had over 400,000.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Dang.
and transmission was bad. Everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was not a good experience. But it
What'd you
is
sell
what
it for?
I was able to find somebody to buy it for $4,000 cash.
Mm.
A Russian guy up in Tampa. He's
That's
like,
gonna
"Hey,
fix it up,
I
huh?
know, it's all bad, everything. This is how much money I want to invest into it. It's just gonna be a work car. I don't need
Mhm.
it to be I don't care if it's salvage or anything.
Yeah.
I'll help you out. I'll take it off your hands." Paid me $4,000.
Oh,
bad.
you got lucky with that. I love
Somebody came out from Fort Myers and they wouldn't offer any higher than $1,200.
that. Mhm.
Jeez.
Yep. So
Yeah.
nobody was buying it.
That was here, right?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
The other scam was so bad.
Dang.
It looks nice and white. She whites out everything.
Yeah.
Like the wedding dress looks nice and white.
Mhm.
But she's like, "You can't even see my wedding dress." And she showed us pictures that they had to take after the wedding. They all got dressed up again a month after the
To
wedding
retake it.
to retake all the wedding photos
Jeez.
because of You can't see any details. It's super detailed wedding dress,
Yeah.
but the photographer, it's all just white, like as white as
Yeah.
this paper.
She's just blurring everything or something, or like
It's just whiting
everything
completely
out.
blurred
Yeah.
out, and she just puts a filter on everything.
The
So
heck?
we're like, oh no. And I was making $14 an hour. I was saving up like 5 months.
Did
Yeah.
you already
pay.
paid her?
So
yeah,
did
we
you-
paid her a deposit.
But
Deposit,
did you
yeah.
end up getting it back?
And that's where I don't know if it's considered a scam or not. We're like, hey, we're going to go with a different photographer. Please send us the deposit back. And she's like, no.
Dang.
And it was like 28 days before the wedding. She's like, no, you booked a day, blah, blah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but
you're a really
deposits
bad
refundable.
photographer. She, in her contract, it said it has to be 29 days before the wedding day.
Oh my gosh.
So that it was, she's like,
One
it's
day.
actually, yeah, one day. And we're like, oh shoot. My cousin felt so bad. And she's
Yeah.
like, I'll do all your wedding pictures for free. And she did a wonderful job.
So you never got the money back?
No.
Dang.
You should put her on blast.
Yeah, you
What's her
should've-
Instagram tag?
That's
Just
fine.
roll- leave
She's
her back
probably
with
not doing
whatever it is.
photography anymore.
No,
Yeah.
she's still doing photography, but
Really?
Really?
yeah.
Dang, maybe she's
she got
better
better.
now.
I hope so. But I mean,
I mean, if
I know
people are
there's a
still
couple of
booking-
clients who literally had to hire different photographers after the wedding and redress.
Dude.
That's nuts.
That's insane. I
'Cause
never
of
heard of that.
photography.
Yes.
Was she super cheap?
Well, it was like $1,600 or 18.
That's kind of yeah. That's cheap.
But this was 6.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
1,600 is a lot for back
Yeah.
then.
Back then,
I think
Yeah.
so.
I was making $14 an hour, and that was a
Yeah.
minimum wage. That was really good pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Dang.
Now minimum
So-
wage is
Oh.
15 in that state.
I think it's higher.
I think it's
Higher?
higher now.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
crazy.
17 or
Yeah.
something.
I think they're trying to go like 20 by yeah.
Which is nuts because like kids are going to work as like electricians to make they're signing up for college and everything to make like $25 to $28 an hour, and guys at McDonald's are making 20.
Yep. Exactly.
Like I know electricians for sure. Like they're like, I'm gonna make $25 an hour. Like that's the
Yeah.
goal.
I literally have a brother who works in McDonald's. I think he makes like 18.
It's
crazy.
The other time I got scammed. Well, it's not me who got scammed. It's my friend. We went to work. After work, we stopped by a gas station, and this guy, he looks like he's from like Dubai,
Mm.
right? And he has like this new Chevy SUV. He's parked in the in the gas station. He comes over to us and he's like, "Yeah, I ran out of gas. Like, could you please help me out? I'm trying to drive to Portland right now. I need to go pick up my sister at the airport and drive back up north, something like that." And it's like, "Please, if you're able to just fill up, the car, and like, I need some cash too. I mean, I don't have anything to pay you or anything, but I do have, this ring. This necklace actually here, and it's like, it's like $600 or whatever. It's gold, whatever."
gold.
And my
Like
friend's
gold.
like, I don't know. He's like, "Trust me, in front of God, I'm telling you the truth. Like,
That's
this is what I
insane.
need." Like, and he got on his knees and he's like, "I'm so sorry that I have to ask you, but like, God is my witness. Like, may Allah curse me if I'm like
Oh my
lying." Like all this crap. And my friend, he's like, "Hey, okay," and he's like, grabs his hand and starts kissing it. Thank you,
What?
thank you. Bless you and bless your family, bless your generations. Let me pray over you. Prays over him. Gives him the ring, gives him the necklace. He goes to the ATM in the gas station, takes out $400, gives it to him, fills up his car. He drives off. Same day we go to check. Dude, it's like fake stuff. It looks
Yeah.
real, completely real.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Yeah, this is all fake." And he went online, found exactly where he can buy them for like the packs. Like what he had was worth like $2-3. And he's like, that guy. I'm like, "How do you feel?" I'm just like egging him on. Like, "How do you feel?"
How does this make you feel?
Like you're making like minimum wage. You just gave us your money. He's like, "Yeah, well, God is in control, and in the end, He will pay in hell."
Yeah.
Just straight up sending him to hell for $400.
Bro, if I was there, I would maybe give him like half a gas of tank. That's it.
Yeah.
But he found two idiots. That's about it.
Yeah.
And we learned our lesson. That's terrible. I looked it up, and apparently it was a thing where they stay at
common.
a
Of
gas
course,
station with an empty tank, and they wait
Mm.
until they
Miami's
find
like that.
somebody.
Miami's like that.
This was in Miami.
This was in Woodland.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Oh,
I was coming back
oh,
from a
okay.
cruise. I went to fill up my truck, just like pulled into like a random gas station. Bro, there's literally like 3 black dudes standing there. Are black.
Why'd you have to mention the
three
race?
3 black dudes standing there, and they've got like they're just standing there, and they've got like just gallons, like 5-gallon jugs in their hands, and they're all running the same scam. And like as you're pulling in, like they're around the corner, but you can see them.
Yeah.
You pull in, they run up. They're like, "Hey man, can you fill this up for me? I need a few bucks." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." All right, never mind. And they just like walk away.
Yeah.
Like, are you a type 1 or type 2 person? Like, do you pee more or do you poop more?
Type
What
1 or type
the hell?
Are you talking about type A or type B?
Well, yeah. Are you a number 1 kind of person or a number 2 kind of
What
person?
is type A and type B?
So type A is like people who are on time, everything's scheduled. They like things clean. They're like organized. Everything. I mean, there are like
Mixture?
it's a mixture, but you're leaning towards one end. Type B is like there's like a thing right now on TikTok. It's like type B moms who are like they run out the door. They forgot their kid's shoes. They forgot like the bag and everything and like whatnot. Like so like a type B is like people who are like on the fly. Like let's go do this right now, or like whatever. Let's go like on a vacation tomorrow, and they'll book something randomly, not research anything, like that kind of stuff.
Hella ADHD.
I feel like I'm both.
I'm both,
Like,
for sure.
I don't really.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, shit, but-
but you can't be like exactly 50-50. You're like leaning one way.
It depends.
Like 70-30.
I am a type B person if I don't work on myself, that's for sure.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But see, type B people are usually, it's not bad. Type B people are more usually like creative, more funny, more like let loose. Type A people are more like, there's someone you can like, rely on, and like
Right.
they'll always be there or whatever. They're more like they have pluses on each
introvert,
side. Yeah,
I
like
think.
introvert.
Is there like a test we can take to find out? Because I really can't just identify it just by.
yeah.
I
'Cause,
know
like-
you're lost in your emotions. You can't identify what you are.
Any
but-
emotions.
You know, like I'm type A a lot, but then there'll be times where I'm type B.
Yeah, I
don't
lean
know.
towards type B. I enjoy being type B.
Yeah.
I like being like Diana definitely is type A, and she pushes me to be more type A, but I enjoy being type B. They're just
Like I'm not gonna schedule out my whole day, but I have a rough schedule.
like
on
even
my
today
day.
you texted, you're like, let's do the podcast at lunch. I'm like, sure, just move some stuff around. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm not too weird. I feel like you're more type B also.
Yeah.
No, I'm for sure am
Think so.
more type B, but I think more type B is I am a type B because of like my laziness, I would say. Do you see where I'm coming from? Or
Yeah.
no?
Like, what about your kids? I look at Harlow, my kid. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, this girl's straight up type B, just like messy, doesn't care. But then other times, like she's like, this is dirty, But I think Harlow's for sure like more type B.
I
That's
think
my 1-year-old daughter.
Yeah, maybe.
my oldest
But
Connor.
she's also a kid.
Yeah, but dude, there are kids like her age who are like, their whole play is like organized, this, that, everything's clean. Like their playroom is like, it's not even crazy. It's like, it's dirty, but everything's like organized and like everything's
Right.
clean. And like you look at them, you're like 100% type A.
Really? I don't know. I think my kid, I think maybe too young to say, but my oldest Connor, I think he's more of a type A. And
He
my-
gives off those vibes, yeah.
And then my youngest, Zachariah, is more of a type B.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
So Connor, he eats his fingers, if they're greasy, he'll go wash them.
Yeah.
His face is
Mhm.
dirty, he'll go wash it if he knows it's
Yeah.
dirty.
That's how I am.
Zachariah, he's getting better, I think, because of with age, and
Mhm.
he's kind of following his brother's footsteps. But past like year and a half, Zachariah face can be just full of spaghetti sauce, and he won't care. Like he'll just go play. And it's
That's
like, no, go
hilarious.
wash your face. Okay, he'll go wash.
Yeah.
But he's learning,
Interesting.
and he likes to clean also.
My children will never be that. I will.
They have to.
No.
They have to.
No.
I saw a video.
They will be wiping their face the day they're born.
I saw
do
vid-
not care.
I saw a video where it's like this mom is like, if you want your kid to be doing this, and it's like a kid eating with a fork at like 2 years old or whatever, it's like you have to go through this, and it's just a kid just like spaghetti all over it because they need the sensory. They need to figure out how does the hand get to the mouth.
It's healthy.
They miss. They get dirty. Like you
It's
just
I'm
can't.
gonna let my wife deal with that part of the
It's
growing
like
up.
90% of the childhood is mess.
Other than that,
The thing is, once you have a kid, Ilya, you're going to enjoy every second, even the messy parts.
Yeah.
And you're going to miss the messy parts once
They're not gonna
all
be
cleaned
messy
up.
because
When they're gone, yeah, like there's that saying, you're gonna miss the fingerprints on the windows, you're gonna miss the toys, you're gonna miss the messy hands in the face, like you're gonna miss it because one day it's all just everything's gonna be clean, everything's gonna be gone. You're like, bro, I want my 2-year-old back.
And that's when God blesses you with grandchildren, and you're like,
Yeah.
I have it again.
Yep. That's what my parents are going through. They're like, because my mom was just at her house the other day, and she's like she's Harlow's her first grandchild, and she's like, dude, I'm actually reliving to be a parent again because she had me when she was 17, and she's like, I just wanted to hang out. Like the kid part, like the parenting part wasn't in me. I wanted to be out with friends. That's why, like for me, I remember my childhood, like we were always out at people's houses, always doing stuff, and like she's like, I didn't appreciate my toddlers, my babies, nothing. And she's like, now I'm in my 40s, and now like I've got this grandchild. I'm like, whoa, like I've totally forgot how like important and fun all this is.
What about your brother? Isn't he like
He's 2 years
2 years?
younger than me. Still, she was
I guess
19.
She was still 19. Yeah.
Yeah, just before 20, she already had 2 kids.
That's hot.
It's crazy.
How do you feel, Ilya, at like 35 years old, you will have like a 6-year-old kid?
At 35?
Yeah.
Why 35?
Well, like if you're going to have a kid within a year or two.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
You're going to have a Connor at 35 years old.
Damn, you have that at a younger age.
And he has it now.
I will have a Connor
Uh,
at 35 at
you'll be-
15 years old.
He's
I'm
gonna
also-
be 15.
He's going to be 15.
I'm also going to have a 5-year-old at 34 years old. Yeah, 34.
A
No,
5-year-old.
33.
33.
33.
Yeah.
32, 33.
Well, so look,
My
let's
math was
say
off a little bit.
I have a kid next year.
Yeah. You're going to have a
I'll
Connor
be
sized
I'll be
kid.
34, 33,
30.
34. Yeah,
So
something like that. Yeah.
And you're already such a grumpy little bitch now. Like, imagine you have
That's
that's why
cool, but weird.
it's like
But it feels right. I don't know. I feel like that age is like a good time to have a 6-year-old.
maybe
I feel like
Depends-
I'm mature enough to handle
depends
that.
what kind of your body, how you taking care of yourself, because whether you like it or not, like at 35 years old, basically 60 to 70% of guys, they don't look after their health. You
Oh,
can't keep up
well,
with
it's not
your
gonna be
kids.
me.
Even just like playing with them every single day.
Yeah.
Dude, even now, like Harlow's, like I'm 29, but Harlow's like getting older and she wants to play. And I'm like, yeah, let's play. And you play a little bit, you run around the house, and then you're just like, whew, all right, I did like 15, 20 minutes of this. This is a lot. And she's like, Daddy, more, run, Daddy. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
There is a big difference because even
Go
for
to
me,
the gym.
like a couple of years ago, I was
No, it's not that. It's that like because you're an adult, like it's fun to play with her, but because you're an adult and she's little, for her this is fun just to be chased
Right.
around. But for you, it's like, bro, this is like getting a little
Oh,
old.
okay, I see
It's
what
like
you're
the
saying.
repetitive. You're
You're just sick of
tired.
it.
It's repetitive. It's like,
for kids, they don't need much and they have so much
Yeah, they're
creativity going on in their
stimulated.
yeah,
head.
they just want to keep doing the same
And
thing.
when you're
over and over.
younger, you're able to keep up with that.
Put your
But
mic
Yeah.
closer.
but the older you get, the more everything becomes more bland, and you can't keep up with that.
Right.
Being fun, being.
Are you going
active.
through that?
I don't know. I think a couple of years ago it was a lot
He's
more
like,
fun.
I never see my children.
It was a lot.
have kids.
more, but I do want to get more into involving myself with like Connor and
Right.
him getting into building Legos, maybe doing some kind of science stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
something that's more
You
interesting.
can have another
for me.
kid.
What?
You're gonna have another kid.
After Zechariah?
Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
I mean, do you have
Do you
another one?
plan-
Do you have a third or something already?
No, do you plan to have more children?
I want to have more children because I realize that's money buys you happiness. I don't believe in that, but for kids, that's something that it's a living soul,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and that does
So,
bring happiness.
I always think about like, what will my Christmas look like when I'm like 50-ish? I've got my kids are all grown up. They're bringing their kids over, and they're like, you know, like I'm sitting there. I've got all my kids, their kids, and their spouses, and I've got a house full of like friends. Like they're just friends
Mhm.
who I created, and we just hang out, and like it's such a vibe. I feel like it's gonna be so much fun.
So, question for both of you: what's the maximum amount of kids you want to have?
It's up to my wife.
If I had to choose an actual number,
Yeah.
and I would have that much kids.
Yeah. But like max.
Honestly, like
Don't say 30.
no.
45.
Like I would try to have as much kids as possible, but I think 6 is like awesome.
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, 6 would be
I
cool.
mean, you still got time. Like dedicate the next 4 years to have 4 children. Well, like 5 years, because you know. you
Dude,
need-
Diana's mom, the last kid she had, she was 42, I think. 42 or 43.
And she
had 13.
started at 20.
She had 14 technically, but 13.
My concern is, am I able to give as much attention and love to each kid? Because
Yeah.
even right now, Connor and Zachariah, when I'm putting them to sleep, I try to make it super fun
Yeah.
for them. I tickle them, I wrestle with them. I have to wrestle with Zachariah for like 1 or 2 minutes, and Connor's waiting his turn, and then I
Yeah.
go wrestle with Connor. But now I have 6 kids, but they're all different ages. Maybe
Yeah.
they all need
Yeah.
different kind of attention. But
Yeah.
that would be kind of hard to kind of juggle all the time I need to do with
I
each
guess.
individual.
I mean,
kid.
if you think about it, they're probably going to be in school majority of the time anyway. So you probably have time.
Depends
you
if
know.
you're sending them to public school,
Yeah.
Well, even private school, they're still in school.
homeschool.
I guess if you do homeschool, then you're with them. But
Yeah.
Have you
then
heard of
again-
Have you heard of millennial parent guilt? Have you heard of that?
Yes.
So like the whole where because we had couldn't say boomer parents, but like parents who were from a old different generation who had to work a lot harder, especially us who had immigrant parents who were not able to give like as much, and we see that in us, like how it affected us, like emotionally, physically, spiritually, all that stuff. We're like, when we have kids, we're like, okay, I need to give like as much time as possible to this kid, and like give them everything that I didn't have, and like all that stuff, and it's a huge thing. And they're
I
saying
believe it.
it's almost unhealthy, getting to the unhealthy point, because kids need to have boredom and need to have
Mhm.
like where parents just leave them alone and they just like do their thing, let their imagination grow.
Not babied.
Yeah, whereas like parents have like oh, she has not enough toys, or she needs more activities. We got to take her to Monday is tumble class, Tuesday is soccer, Wednesday is basketball, Thursday is band practice, and they're like every day this kid has something to do, and it's like your kid just needs to be taken outside, given a stick, and let him play a little bit.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
you
agree.
can't always like be entertaining them,
Yeah.
because it's creating kids who now get older and they can't just sit and be alone with their thoughts. And I think we got a little bit of that because we got phones like iPod touches and stuff when we were like 14, 15
I had
ish.
my phone when I was 16.
Yeah, like in that. So our brains are still developing. So we kind of have that where we're like, we need to be like entertained. Like, what are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do today?
What about you, Dennis? How many kids do you want to have?
I don't know. Before I had the kid, I wanted one. I was like one and done. We could travel the world, have a good time. Like I can focus on my business and we just have a great time, and like easier to travel and whatnot. But now I want at least 3, which Diana's like iffy about. She's like, if we have 3, might as well have 4 because it needs to be an even number. I'm like, jeez.
That's what my wife thinks too.
Yeah, so like,
It's like in pairs.
but what's funny is she was all about like having up to 5
Yeah.
before Harlow. She had Harlow and she's like, I want to stick with 1.
Oh
Dang.
no.
Yeah.
Opposite.
She's like, I love Harlow so. It's not like I don't want kids because of Harlow, but she's like, I love Harlow so much that like and I think every parent has that where they're like, I don't think I can give this much love to the next kid, which obviously you will, once the kid
you
comes.
will.
So, yeah.
Natural.
But she's like, but also she, she's starting her own businesses and doing her own stuff. And she has the same mentality that I had where like I built this image in her head before we had the kid where I'm like, we're going to travel and this and that, or, we'll be able to build a business and have a good life with the one kiddo. And now she's like, you know what? This doesn't sound that bad. Because like then you see, some moms who are like at 2, 3 kids, like they have a completely different life than if you have 1 kid.
Mhm.
And she has sisters, I guess, that have 1 kid. Sister-in-law. Her brother has 1 kid, and she's like, they waited 5 years. So they, actually, I don't know if I can say this, but they're pregnant, but they waited 5 years to have their second kid. 6 years actually.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
So they had their first, traveled. Yeah, traveled
cut
for
that out.
years. Traveled for years, did stuff. They had their first, and then like after all of that, they're like, okay, you know what? We've done it. Like, let's start our
Growing.
second one. But then the second kid is like, it's like doesn't get any of the traveling, doesn't get any of the stuff.
But you know, Kirill and I are 8 years apart.
Yeah, that's crazy to
My
me.
parents waited 8 years.
And then what
before
about
having me.
what about Paul?
Him and I are 13 years apart.
So
him
4?
they're 4 years
5?
apart. Yeah.
5. No, yeah, 5.
Right, kiddo? You and Paul are how many years apart? I was 8.
7,
How old are you?
21.
28.
Oh,
So,
so
7 years.
7,
years.
yeah.
Yeah. But it was like weird because my birthday's in April, or sorry, May. His is in April, and so it's like a weird, like
Mm.
it's like almost 7.
Wait,
something. So I always thought it was 8.
Was Kirill born here?
No, he was born in Uzbekistan too.
Oh, so you were like 8 when you moved here?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, 2004.
Oh, wow. 2004. That's crazy.
I was 8 years old.
You went to public school?
Yeah.
That's cool. Actually,
Can you tell?
one thing that we don't do often, I think, as like millennials, is like just dig deep into our pasts. Like
Yeah.
where we came from, what did we do, who were our
Hey,
friends,
that's
like
our next topic for our next podcast.
legit. Like sometimes you're friends with people for like years and years and years. You're like, wait, what? You're not from America? Where did you live? That's cool.
That's funny.
What about you? When did you come here? Were you born here?
I was born and raised here.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
In Vancouver or Washington?
I
or-
was born in Salem, Oregon, and then moved up to Bellingham when I was 6.
Hmm.
So
Salem,
Ferndale,
okay.
Ferndale, Washington.
You ever think about like you heard about the alternate timeline thing where it's like something crazy happens in your life, like you almost hit a car or you almost get hit by a car, you run a red or something, and now that I'm going to tell this to you, you're always going to
Fall
notice
and
it.
dislocate your shoulder.
No, like or that, and you that big event, you're like the timeline just split. There's a timeline where I
You're
ran
dead.
that red, I got hit by a car, and I died. But in this timeline, I'm survived, and I survived, and I kept living. And so like, but that's like such a like a dark one. But like other things are kind of like, what if your parents never came here, right,
Mhm.
from Uzbek,
Oh,
or what
yeah,
if like,
100%.
for example, my mom moved to Virginia from Ukraine. My dad moved to Portland. My dad went on a youth seminar, ran into my mom in Virginia, talked to her, fell in love with her, went back home, ended up driving back to Virginia like weeks later or something like that, and then proposing to her or like trying to date her or whatever. And then they moved the whole family back to Portland. As like, I could have lived in Virginia. Like I could have
Mhm.
been born and raised in Virginia.
We could have never even met.
Yeah, like what's
Yeah.
crazy? Or like if my mom was like, "No, I'm not leaving Virginia," and then on top of that, my mom's family was supposed to move to Florida. They were talking about moving to Florida, and then they decided to move to Portland because I think my mom's sister also had a similar story where they met on a guy on the West
Yeah,
Coast,
yeah.
and then they found out like the West Coast has this really big Slavic culture, and so I think they moved there because of that.
It's quite
It's
interesting.
I think it's called the butterfly effect.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what it is. The butterfly effect.
Yeah.
I have it all the time. Like sometimes, like I'll swerve or something.
Yeah.
Like driving especially, I'll swerve or
Something
I see a car almost hits me or something. I'm like, I just died in another timeline. And
that's
then,
actually great to think about.
But there's only one timeline.
That you know of.
yeah. You heard of quantum computing? It doesn't prove, but it's there's a really interesting video. That's something we could react to actually. It's a
Yeah.
really cool video.
Down.
Where like quantum computing solves equations in other timelines, and that's why it's able to solve things, and then it brings it back
Brings
into
it back to
our
our
timeline.
That's way too crazy to think
But
about.
it's like it's a whole like quantum.
But yeah. Let's talk
physics
about this
thing.
next podcast.
Are we done?
I think so. We've been. I think we're pretty sure over an hour
Well,
now.
let's go around first and say the gayest thing on our mind. You go
No.
first.
All right. Thanks
All
for
right.
watching. Peace.
Thank
Peace. Yeah.
My
Good
shoulder
deal.
hurts.
Pause it. Shoulder hurts. That's what you want to end it.
My shoulder